Hey, what's the difference between a visualization and a meditation? A guided meditation and a contemplation. There's many different types of meditation, and today we will take a look at three of the most common approaches to guiding, to facilitating a meditation. So the three main areas that we will look at is the visualization, which is similar to a discursive meditation, storytelling. And then we will look at what I call a guided meditation, which is more a simple instruction, a plain and very practical hands-on tips and tricks guidance of a meditation. And third, last but not least, is a silent meditation. Stillness is the name of the game in the third option. Let's look at all three of them, and I'm sure you will have a variety of insights and practical benefits from a more profound understanding of how to approach your meditation practice, how to even as a guide help others to go deeper. So the first one we will look at is the visualization. The visualization is a very favorite and therefore widespread approach because many people like it. Why? Because it works very well and easy, especially for beginners. So the approach is that it is a storytelling, a discursive meditation where you are in a way teleported into a movie, into some trip where you are experiencing through the verbal guidance another reality. So a famous classic example would be you are walking down the beach. The sunset light is coming from the right. On the left side, you see a little beach hut. You are curious and you walk towards that beach hut. You open the door. On the right side, you see a beautiful picture on the wall. And you are going along with the storyline. What will happen next? Maybe there is somebody in the room. What will happen? I'm so curious. I want to find out more. The next episode of your series, the next chapter in the Hollywood movie where there's a surprise, the main actor protagonist meets somebody and then they discover a secret together and then the happy end. So this is the classic Hollywood storytelling of visualization where we love to get taken by the hand on some journey. So the mind is used to that, not only from movie watching, but also from listening to stories. For centuries, no, for millennia, human beings have been sitting around bonfires, gathering in various type of circles where the storyteller would get the imagination of people rolling. And that can be very inspiring, uplifting, surprising, and definitely it's very captivating. So these visualization meditations work very well. They take you out of the present moment mess of your life, of too much thinking, worrying about this and that to-do list. They take you out of that into some other world, into some other storyline, into a different life, which is more beautiful, uplifting, and inspiring in your imagination. So while they work very well, there is some catches to it. They are very much actually taking you in a way out of your direct experience in your body, in your life, somewhere else. So they are not so useful actually to cultivate present moment awareness. Yet they are very powerful in changing your emotional state because they can be uplifting. It's a bit like a music meditation. That's a similar related type of approach where the music takes you by the hand and does the job for you. Music is very powerful in inducing different types of emotions and feelings, flavors, atmospheres. So the music is in a way catapulting you into a different state of mind, into another emotional flavor. So also the music meditation works very well, similar to the visualization and this discursive guided meditation. They are very powerful to change your state of mind, kind of to get you out of the daily life to-do list thinking, yet they are making you in some ways dependent on that storyline, on the guide, on the music, on your headphones, on external factors, which the repetition maybe might be getting more boring. Then you need more stimuli, fresh new stories, more exciting, more fancy, flashy. And we kind of get dependent on those outer factors. So they do work well, these visualizations and storytelling, discursive music meditations, but they are not really empowering you to deal with your own mind. So we'll leave now this first form of meditation and come to the second one, which I personally call a guided meditation, but not in the first sense, a guided meditation in the sense of an instruction, giving you tools what to do with your own mind. It empowers you to deal with your own hyperactive storytelling mind. That is the approach, that we allow ourselves to come to the present moment and we receive that guidance of what to do, to receive reminders of what is an appropriate attitude, how to practice the technique, how to apply the recommendations in your own inner experience, how to deal with the so-called monkey mind, which tends to jump all over the place in its wild association chains, without the tool of the imagination, storytelling, visualization. We try to emancipate ourselves and be in a way free, or at least independent from these crutches, from these kind of supportive wheels, on the bicycle. When as a kid you learn driving on a bicycle, in the beginning these wheels are helpful, but then rather sooner than later we want to have the freedom, the liberty, the beauty of cruising along freely on this two-wheeler. So in a way, instruction of more technical guided meditation gives you that, in a way, empowering tool. It enables you to flow smoothly along the meditative path yourself without relying on outer tools and ingredients, guidance, news stories, etc. So how is it done? That very much depends on the type of meditation. There's many different meditations, like mantra meditations, breath awareness, other mindfulness practices, chakra meditations, where you focus your awareness on certain energy centers in different areas of the body. It can be even kind of a visualization, but not in the sense of a storytelling, but like perceiving the heart on fire in your chest. So it takes you more into an inner experience of that heat of the heart passionately burning, and it is more of an introspection, maybe even an introception. You're perceiving, you have a perception inside. So it's not a creative imagination storytelling, it is an internal, sensual, experiential, not really visualization with ideas of your mind, but direct experience, tangible, somatic, embodied experiences of sensations in our own being as they arise, or as we can trigger them and can visualize. In some traditions, they would visualize a light, a bright white light above their head or in the third eye. So there's these type of visualizations, which are very different from the Hollywood storytelling. I hope you can differentiate those two from each other. So for these different types of meditations, chakra focusing, breath awareness, etc., it is helpful if we receive the guidance from an experienced, seasoned meditation teacher who has done the same process for herself, who has experienced himself the benefits of going deeper, and then can speak from a direct, tangible, first-hand experience and share that. So in a way, the meditation teacher is guiding us, is taking us by the hand, how he or she is allowing herself to be absorbed in the practice. And in a way, the meditation teacher is herself, going into that absorbed state and is verbalizing the own experience. And in this way, takes us by the hand, but empowers us to go deeper ourselves. How I personally guide those meditations is that I speak somewhat more in the beginning, more practical recommendations about the physical aspects of the body. Keep your body stable, because stability in the body helps to induce stability in the mind. So there's a reflection, which is experiential. And I invite you then to experience that yourself. Feel it firsthand. Perceive that rock solid grounding in a stable body. And then I keep quiet for 20 seconds. And then I give another recommendation. Allow the breath to flow smoothly. And then 30 seconds for you to experience that. And then another recommendation. Bring the awareness to heart center. Another moment to experience that. So in the beginning, more speaking, more guidance, what to do, how to, what not to. And then more and more silence in between. So in the first 2, 3, 4 minutes of the meditation, a bit more speaking, and then less and less words and instructions. More and more silent spaces, where then for 1 minute or 2 minutes, you're on your own to apply that recommendation, to experience that invitation yourself. But then experience shows that after we experienced for 20 seconds the breath in the heart, then the mind wanders. What's for dinner? What happened last week with my friend's story? I still need to do that tomorrow. Some storyline comes creeping in from the side, and we completely forget about the breath in the heart. But then 1 minute later comes the recommendation. Allow yourself to completely let go. Feel the breath becoming more soft. Back to the breath. And then for 1 minute, back to the breath, and then up with the fairies again. And out with past and future. The mind loves to take us out of the direct experience in the present moment into some other space and time realm where we get lost with good and bad stuff in the past and in the future. So that's how it goes. And these awareness practices require repetition, reminders, and it takes a while to tame the crazy mind. It takes not only a few minutes to drop in, that's for the beginning, for one session, and then going deeper and deeper. But in the regular daily repetition, it's reasonable to expect that it might take weeks, months, and even longer until we are really masters of our mind and can even go beyond the mind. That's a process that takes a while because we've been cultivating years, no, decades of kind of completely hopeless being all over the place with our mind. Because that's how we usually live our life. Thinking about this and that and here and there and hyperactivity, not just externally in our actions, but also in our mind. So to recondition the mind is a process. Developing beneficial new habits requires repetition over days, weeks, months, maybe even years. But people don't like to hear that. And they want to have the fast track. Quick fix. That's what we want in the modern times, of course. Who would want to be told in some social media video that it takes months and years? No, like, now I want results. Instant. And the quick fix is given by a music meditation, by storytelling guided visualization, discursive meditation, music meditation. That works quickly. Breath work, hyperventilating. That gives quick, instant results of like, whoa. But many classical paths of meditation, as they've been cultivated not only for generations and centuries, but for millennia, they require a process of going deeper, a continuity, and a commitment. Are you ready for that commitment? To face the hyperactivity of your mind? Are we open to decondition our habitual addictive mindset? Are we willing to put in the work, the practice, the joyful meditation session on a daily basis, where we give ourselves a break, where we not only take the time, because meditation doesn't take time, it gives you time. It gives you an experience beyond time. And that is priceless. So are we willing to go deeper? Are we available to face reality as it is? Allow yourself to be guided by a seasoned and mature master. Find a meditation teacher who is able to take you not only to the next level, but who can support you to go all the way. Practicing this awareness in the formal sitting practice allows you to also cultivate not only more mindfulness in daily life, but also to step out of our addictive behavioral tendencies, and maybe even awaken to reality, to the absolute, pure existence. So yes, it takes some practice, but it's a joyful, heartfelt exploration which we cultivate in this guided meditation where a teacher takes us by the hand to empower us to go deeper ourselves. Just very briefly on the third approach, We had the first one, the visualization, music, meditation, discursive guidance. We had the more instructional, empowering, guided meditation with less and less speaking and more ourselves dealing with our mind. And the third one is in a way similar to the second one, just that the explanations are given beforehand. So you're provided with a technique, the method, what to do. You could ask some questions, and then the actual meditation begins. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, started by a bell or not. Just start now. And then it's all you. In the silent sitting, you're trying to remember the instructions, practice the technique, and to bring yourself back to the focal point, to the topic of this meditation, but without any verbal guidance. It's just silence for 10 minutes. You with yourself. See what happens. And then in the next session, again, some explanations, descriptions in between, some new technique, some variation. But then again, during the sitting practice, just silence until the bell rings. All three of those approaches are valid and beneficial, and they each serve their purpose. And different personalities, typologies prefer the one or the other. In different periods of your spiritual path, of your life, you might have a preference for one or the other. Different techniques, different benefits. It's not about being judgmental, not about better or worse. It's just different approaches. And I encourage you to find good quality guidance on any of those three approaches. Find seasoned, mature, and wise teachers who can actually take you deeper and not just give you a little bit of relaxation. That's also nice and can be so helpful and beneficial. But I assure you, it's a very profound wonderland of consciousness which we could explore. So don't underestimate the truly profound potential of this ancient practice of meditation. Please share your experiences with deep meditative states in the comments so other people can get inspired, that they know that it's not just something talked about or written in some old book or some myth. No, it's actually happening to people. Altered states of consciousness can arise if we allow ourselves to trust. So please share your experiences, read about other people's experiences in the comments. And if you like, recommend this video to some of your friends. Give it a thumbs up so we can spread the good news to wider and wider circles. Sending you lots of life-loving wishes from the perfect nature and beauty of the Balinese yoga capital Ubud. All the best for your practice. Allow yourself to celebrate life with an open heart. Thank you so much and see you very soon.